We did it. Eddie, where
We
are
did
you?
it. We did it. I'm here. Did
Eddie,
you
I'm in
see?
here.
Did you see shaved us right before this?
Yeah,
Cursed
I
shaved
looked
us.
like I was in pre-K to kindergarten.
People go, when are they going to record a new intro? And my first thought is, there's a pandemic. Maybe after.
There you go.
Dude, we're live for the first time in the podcast ever. I can stand up. I can walk around.
These are freedoms I don't ordinarily allow Eddie to do. Look at whoa, you got the denim shorts. You got some splits on those boys?
Oh man. Sometimes, I got a couple of pairs that I split them every once in a while and I got to get a new one.
Yeah, I go through about 2 to 4 a week, just practicing. But
yeah, Old Navy, trustworthy until they split right in half.
Yeah. All right, boys, we're back. Welcome in here. Now, this is you're doing a 3D tour of our home. You can look around. If you look on your phone right now.
Did you say 3D?
Yeah, you can move the screen around and you guys can be in our house here.
So if they move their screen around, it's still going to be a flat 2D image. So what we're doing is just a regular stream.
Yep,
it's
3D. Where if you're on desktop, you can pick up your monitor. I don't know if you know this technology exists yet. You can pick it up and move it around, and you'll be in my room right now.
Okay, so if they're picking it up and moving it around, you will stay static on that screen. So are you suggesting that the room is on a swivel, and as they turn, you and the whole room turns with the monitor?
There's only going to be static if they unplug the cord, and then there's the fuzz. All right. Well, hey, we're back, boys. We're in here.
Yeah, we are doing our first live podcast ever. VidCon asked us to do this, and I don't know why, because we don't do anything significant, but I appreciate them doing this for us.
A bunch of sweethearts. They're looking out for those mom and pop podcasts like us from down the street.
I'm the mom, and Gus is the pop.
Nice, dude. I got my pop shirts on right now. I'm feeling all Hawaiian-y. It's not as hot here anymore. Thank God.
Yeah, dude. I'm not burning up like the last podcast episode. Mm-hmm. I actually put on a sweatshirt before this. I was dying. I finally got, oh, by the way, I had, I mentioned this to you, but not on the podcast before. It was extra hot in my place because the stream room, which I'm in now, which used to be Gus's bedroom, the window on it has like a lower part of the window that you can open. Like I don't even know what kind of way would you describe the way you open that?
Very badly.
It goes like down and not out, and it goes towards you. And so I was like, oh, I didn't know there's this part of the window. And I opened it very gently. And when I went to put it back, it was then too tall to close. Like the metal kept clanking against the metal of the rest of the window.
Yeah.
So it was open, and I called our maintenance guy to come here. And when he got here yesterday, he comes with no tools. And he comes in, and I'm like, hey, yeah, I just like my roommate just left this room. I opened it, this window, and then after that, like it just wouldn't close. And he walks over and he goes, huh, yeah, you must have bent it. And I'm like, I mean, I opened it really gently. It was the first time I ever opened it, and it wouldn't close. And he just goes, yeah, would you yank this really hard open? And I go, no, I just opened it really gently. Like it just happened. And he was just like treating me like I was a kid. And then he fixed it. And he goes like, all right, it's fixed. Don't open that again or it won't close. And it's like, I know, man. Like, come on. It's just like, he was so mean to me. And it's like, man, I'm doing my best.
He's a mean, strong man. What the heck? Did he also fix all the pee that I left on the walls before I evacuated that room?
I had this room deep cleaned. Just because I had the carpets cleaned just because you slept here for 2 years. And I just needed to make this knot in my brain be the spot that you slept for 2 years where I'm sitting right now.
That's good. That's a good idea. You got to cleanse it of my pee and my presence.
Yeah.
I will haunt that room. Do you have to be dead to haunt an area, or can I
yes.
Yes, what? That's so fucking lame. Why?
How are you going to haunt the room now? I guess here. I guess you're in the room. There's a presence of you. Okay. Well, hold on.
Yeah, I think twice before just moving on with your life. I'm going to haunt everything.
Dude, honestly, this setup for the podcast, we need the other set, but this is also just like the same exact setup we've pretty much been doing.
Yeah,
it seems like
baby.
Whatever way we try and do the podcast, it really just boils down to me and you talking, and that's it.
That's all we need. It's a pure art form, Eddie. We don't need tools or instruments. We are our own artists and musicians.
Well, we need microphones for sure.
No, not even that. I've been yelling just
and
loud this whole time. I've just
headphones.
Been drawing every frame of the podcast and sending that into Tony. So
yeah, what really happens is when somebody clicks play on the podcast, we're doing it live. We're just talking so loud that you can hear us in your home.
And I'm just like Matt Groening, just running through and just animating the hell out of it.
You're animating the video the whole time.
Yeah,
and we can hear each other because we're just being so loud. We don't need the headphones.
You know that clip from Wallace and Gromit when Gromit is just laying down the train tracks.
Yeah.
That's me every time the podcast comes out. Every Monday sucks for me. That's why we keep pushing to Tuesday because I keep getting carpal tunnel from drawing too quickly.
So stupid.
Anyway, that's the bit. Things are better now, dude. It's not as fucking hot anymore. I got my life back here.
Yeah, I can't describe how much of a baby I am when it gets too hot and I get too sweaty. It ruins everything for me. And I don't understand how people live in Arizona. I just don't, where they're like, hey, did you hear that like some parts of cars melt? And it's like, well, I'm not going there ever then.
Why are we habitating in that area? That doesn't sound so smart.
What, you have a home and a family there? Move.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the local agriculture. My family has roots here for 300 years.
Tough.
Get out of here. It's kind of sweaty. Go to Vancouver. Idiot.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. I get so it's something in my body like shuts down. There was that one time where when we first moved out here, it was like the week we moved out while we did the road trip and my friends were still there when we went to Universal. And I think, what was it, like 95 that day? And I remember we were getting tickets and I was like, I'm already really sweaty. So I just need to accept I'm going to be sweaty and there's nothing I can do about it for like 6 hours. When we got back, I was like so dehydrated and like baked by the sun. It was so bad.
God, fuck that noise, dude. I will tell you though, I don't know if I gave you credit for this. You got to tell me.
I love getting credit. Let's hear it.
I'll give you all the credit. You have turned me on to the world of t-shirtless sweatshirts now.
Right?
It's so comfortable.
Why are we wasting our time with a shirt under the sweatshirt? Unless I understand if you're going out and it's cold out, but then it's going to be warm inside. That's the only time you should be wearing a shirt under your sweatshirt. Somebody's like, well, what if you like, isn't that kind of gross? I wear deodorant. It's the same as a long sleeve shirt. It's the same thing. Now, there was those insane kids in elementary school that would wear a hoodie with no shirt under it. That's crazy. Don't ever do that. Do a zip up hoodie with no shirt, the cold zipper against your chest. That'd be ripping chest hair out of me left and right. Or I guess middle and middle.
That's grazing the nippies as you run too. Just
doing my sprints in my zip up hoodie with no shirt. But yeah, man, it's the perfect for around the house because you get to be cozy. There's no fabric bunching up. That's true. My least favorite thing is when you're going to lounge and you got a t-shirt that's slightly a little too tight, and so you got to do that little yank. That's why
yank is no good.
That's why TC Tuggers was such a great idea from I Think You Should Leave.
Honestly, it saved us all. And the only thing that I hate about that whole setup though is like when you sweat and you don't have a t-shirt on, it is so much more uncomfortable when you feel it. Because I personally I like wearing the big baggy kind of sweatshirts, you know? And you feel it going down your arm, and I'm just like, feels like a little caterpillar going down. I don't like that.
Well, the one thing, and I see you're rocking it now too, is I'm going heavy into button up Hawaiian shirts. It is there's a reason that they were popular before. It's because they are the most anti-sweat thing you could possibly wear. They're so great, dude. Next time, anytime I have something that I need to go do and it's hot out, I'm throwing on one of those. I'm not wasting my time with a t-shirt where it's a little tight on the armpit, just begging for me to sweat the whole time.
Even get a little bit of a darker one like that. You can't see the little pit stains.
Might as well rename it the Gus and Sweaty podcast.
Exactly. The gross and sweaty, more like it.
Oh man, we are on it today. I just unplugged something. I unplugged my headphones when I said we are on it today. Why you want to hit up
my sense of inhibitions? Are you going to say that we should hit up some freaking preguntas, perhaps?
That was what I was going to say. Yes.
Okay. I just want to translate. I don't want to leave anybody out of this one. That's questions, in case you're not familiar. That's questions in English. So that's preguntas. I guess
in Spanish is questions in Spanish.
Oh, sorry. Every language is floating through my head. I'm like the damn Rosetta Stone here, so it's hard to nail me down. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. You're always speaking different languages, and I'm like, Gus, I only speak English. I can't understand you.
I'm speaking in like tongues from like 7,000 years ago, and Eddie can't understand me at all. Anyway, follow us on Twitter at Eddie Burback and at Gus Buckets. I don't have Gus Johnson yet. The plight continues, and we will solve your life. We will answer your questions and make everything better for you.
Solve your life.
Yeah, listen, it's not an easy feat, guy. You're lucky that we're trying to solve your life. We're taping it back together at this point.
The fact that we'll even hear you out is a gift to you.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm not retching right now, dude. Anyway, at Hot Figgity says, if a dairy product was to be eliminated from existence forever, what should it be?
Cottage cheese.
Yes!
Cottage cheese. All my homies hate cottage cheese. My dad loves cottage cheese, and that's fine. He'll find a new food. That's the only person I know that likes cottage cheese.
I don't understand how, like, we as a humanity got to the point where we not only invented cottage cheese, but then we're like, we're gonna eat this shit all the time. This stuff is really good.
That's what bothers me with dairy products is it seems like every step of the way became a product. You know what I mean? Every step, usually it's like there's a start and finish, but all in the middle, we're just like, that's a product and that's a product. And it's like, if you want cottage cheese, may I suggest, let's just switch to yogurt and just leave it behind because that's gross.
Yeah, it's like cottage cheese is like chawed up a little mozzarella stuff, cum and water. That's all that's in it. It's just the consistency's gross. It's bad cold. It's bad hot. It tastes just like punky old pizza cheese. Ugh.
Also, terrible name.
Cottage cheese? What the fuck? That shouldn't be in the cheese category as far as I'm concerned.
Also, every other name for cheeses, like imagine you're at a dinner party and they pull up a mysterious bowl of goop and they go, "This is 2-bedroom apartment cheese." You eating that thing? No, not a chance.
Hey, would you like some Airbnb brie?
Oh no!
Oh,
I hate it.
wee on that one there. No, dude, I was never a cottage cheese guy. My grandma would always give me that shit whenever I go to her house, and I just have to limp it down.
I just have to whip it at the wall.
Just fucking start over, Grandma. God
with
damn
a spoon, ping right off the.
I always wanted to do that shit. You'd see it in like movies or whatever, and I have a can opener here. I don't know why I have this here. But the kids would always just like.
Hold on. I know you said I don't know why you have this here. That is your desk where you stream and you do a business. Why is there a can opener at your desk?
It's a can opener, Eddie. I remember. I opened a spotted cow with it because I lost my bottle cap. I couldn't say "Go Cubbies" with yours anymore.
I got you. I have a bunch of extra of those stainless steel bottle openers. If you want one of them, I got like a stack of 5 of them.
Do I have to say "Go Cubbies" when I use it though, or like
those aren't? That's not the Cubs one that I have. So no. But maybe I'll print out a Cub sticker and put it on there.
That's okay. You don't have to do that.
For the people listening, I am not. I mean, I guess I'm a Cubs fan because I'm from Chicago, but I don't really follow them. But I force everyone to say "Go Cubbies" because my keys. I don't have my keys in here. My keys have a little Cubs bottle opener on them because my mom gave it to me as a gift before I moved to Los Angeles.
That's the smart stuff.
So I force people to say things.
It's just easy in this business. Yes.
Is that also there's a mysterious, is there that a Drano bottle behind your couch?
Yep, that's some Drano, baby.
I got some Drano in the kitchen.
Do you know what I was doing with this, Eddie? No joke.
I'm clearing drains?
I was not clearing drains. I got this at the top of quarantine, and I didn't get any dumbbells, so I was using this Drano for some gaino, and I was just going like this.
Wait. You could have ordered dumbbells at any point during quarantine.
But think of all the money I saved and the potential.
How heavy is it?
Well, it's 80-ounce value size, and it's great on tough hair and clogs guaranteed. So it's probably at least 4 or 5 pounds.
Probably like 50, 60 pounds that I've been curling.
I guess I keep thinking I'm on fucking Twitch. I was going to say, chat, how much does 80 ounces of Drano weigh?
Dude, I've noticed that with your streams. You give it to your chat to Google things for you so frequently in your streams. You just like send them out to do things so often.
Eddie, I've put in 5 years of work to get to where I am. Do you think I can do my own Google searches at this point?
frequently on the podcast, you're the one that does the Google searches for us.
I'm actually Googling this right now too. How much does 80, and I spelled that out, not the numbers, and ounces. I spelled all that out as well. How much does 80 ounces of Drano weigh?
Or just 80 ounces weigh, right?
Well, because what if it's got a thicker viscosity?
That's true.
How much does 8 ounces? I asked how much does 80 ounces of Drano weigh, and it said, I think you mean how much does 8 ounces of Drano weigh? Like, let's start there. It's like, no, I don't. And now I click that and it says, how much does 8 ounces of water weigh? Okay, so 8 ounces of water weighs, I convert it to inches and pounds and I'm too dumb. Fucking, I don't know, 20 ounces. It's heavy, Eddie. I'm getting cut. Okay. It's Drano.
You're getting cut. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have asked any questions.
Did you see my Ganos yet? Did I tell you about my Ganos?
You should really draw over it and put Gano there.
I really should. Gano Max Guy here.
All right, you want to hit the next question on here?
All right, I got another pregunta here for you. Okay, right here.
You reading it off the side here? Because we got one ready.
Oh, okay. Oh, yo, you got one on the side that's
yeah,
hot
it's open the chat up. We got it right after the dairy one. Is from Sophia. Do you think the type of content you both create will change drastically after the pandemic?
Ooh.
Honestly, I think we're both motivated to keep trying like changing our in different ways, and trying to build off of it, but not really, I'd say. I mean, I think one thing you and I both want to do is get back to filming like sketch stuff together again.
Yeah.
A lot more just kind of like loose, like the Potato Chip Boys or like that Lincoln one that we did. But honestly, I don't like, as far as like content we're uploading, I will always want to be changing and improving, but I don't think I'm going to like switch to vlogs when we get out of this.
Yeah, no way. Yeah. If anything, just an increase in those kind of like buddy around ones, because it's like I'm gonna be so blue balled on my boys all damn year that I'm gonna want to make some memes with them.
Yeah,
Potato Chip Boys 2 confirmed. We just Netflix ordered series 2 through 9, so we're gonna have to fill out that whole season there.
It's gonna get really bad around season 6 or during the series 6, and then around 9 people are gonna go, it actually got kind of good, but you're not gonna watch it. So that's pretty much the path that we're going to be on.
That's true. The people are like, if you just get through like seasons 1 through 3, seasons 4 and 5 really open up of Potato Chip Boys.
There's one there. You get one season of that's it. Okay season, and that's it. And that's all I would ask if somebody is, hey, the first season is okay. After that, it's really good.
Well, that's what you told me too for one of your favorite shows, the HBO one, The Leftovers.
No one will watch The Leftovers, except one person when I was streaming was like, hey, I watched The Leftovers, and it's my new favorite show. I was like, thank you. I have one person.
I quite literally had a close friend in college tell me you should get into Supernatural, but the first 3 seasons are like kind of boring. But the 4th season, but like again, like me knowing nothing, it's like you're asking me to watch 3 seasons of a show I haven't seen yet, and you say is bad.
There's a chance Supernatural is 24 episodes a season.
Yeah,
that's when you see when it's a 20. It's not a 12 or like 10 to 12 episode 1, 2. It's like, is this a joke? Like, do you really expect me to watch all this?
Dude, you know what I was forgetting was how many episodes of The Office, because I'm a piece of shit. I gave in, Eddie. I'm just watching old Office again when I go to sleep. But I forgot how many like 45-minute plus episodes there were in kind of the early and mid seasons. And
wait,
like they just have these double wide episodes.
Are you talking about like the Benihana episodes like that, like the combination ones? Or
well, they got full ones where they're marked as like 45 minutes long and stuff.
One episode is 45 minutes.
I'm pulling that bitch right up right now.
I believe you. I'm just.
Why did I? Okay, I literally typed in "lay office," not even the office.
No.
Sorry, I'm just so lay random.
Rage comic Gus Johnson.
Oh my god.
Right,
by the way, chat says 5 pounds on the Drano. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Good.
Thank you.
That means it is an industry standard.
Of course.
That's Jack LaLanne approved. I don't know. Somebody says, I've gotten up to season 4. How come the episodes are suddenly 40 minutes? Does it continue this way? And then somebody on Reddit says, nah, they got a couple. And then they start going down season 5. Okay.
Wait, season 5?
I don't even know what the fuck people are talking about at this point here.
Yeah, I didn't. Maybe episode 5?
I guess what I'm trying to say is the Office is not honestly that good of a show. So we should probably just even stop watching it.
Yeah, I hear you. Everyone should just immediately stop watching The Office.
I got one here right for you, Eddie. You
Yep.
ready for this?
Yep.
Okay. At Bing.com, LOL said, if you could say one thing to everyone on Earth and they had to accept it as truth, what would you say?
Are we doing funny answer or real answer?
Oh, well, every answer I've ever given on the podcast is a real answer, so I'll probably stay in that vein.
I think if we're just messing around, I would tell everybody that I was 40 feet tall.
Damn.
But they look me in the eyes when I talk. So since they believe it, will I be face to face with somebody and they'll just be shouting at the ceiling? Or like every time I get in somewhere, they're gonna be like, "What? You gotta leave! You're gonna break the ceiling."
How did you get in here? Who let you in? Dude, that would be so weird if you told them and they had to accept it as universal truth and it directly went against like the laws of physics and stuff.
It's like they have to accept it like it's real.
You could, with that dumb posty answer, you could go into it like, ha ha. What if it literally destroyed the entire world?
Because they just like can't understand how I would fit into small spaces.
It's a complete anomaly. Like all science would be disproven if it's just like
here's where it'd screw me over, right? So I'm walking down the street and I'm now globally famous for being the 40-foot tall man, right?
Yep.
That's what they call me. They don't call me Eddie anymore. They call me the 40-foot freak. That's what my name is.
The 40-foot freak.
And I'm walking past a burning building and some woman goes, "Help, my son is up in the building." And they all go, "Good thing he's here. He can reach the window." And I'm like, but I can't. And they're like, "Yeah. Yes, you can. You're standing next to the window."
Why aren't you doing it?
I'm tiny. He's way up here. Not tiny. I'm my regular height, 6 feet. But he's way up there. I'm like, I can't. And they're like, you're not even trying. You're not even trying. And I'm like, I'm right. I'm sorry. And so that's where then I get put in prison probably.
That's true. It's like the Seinfeld thing where if you don't help people in need, you go to prison. It's just like, dude.
Though, they put me in prison. They're going to put me in a giant cell. So that's real estate wise. That's pretty great.
That's
if you're
true.
Be put in prison. They're going to put me enormous. In a giant one. And then they're going to, every day they're going to be like, he only used like a small, a 40, or I mean, I guess a small bit of the sheets. I don't understand like how he kept the rest so perfect.
How are his turds not breaking the toilet every time he uses it?
They would give me so much food too.
Yeah, they would be walking in like you would just hear the like metal grate slide open and like an entire like lamb shank. Yeah, on a chain.
It's like Jurassic Park.
And you're not eating them, so pretty soon it's just you in a giant room with like 70 goats running around.
Man, dude, this is so stupid.
Whoever was the person that
wait, it
had
says,
the
wait,
what's
the
up?
Audience is asking for a little more mic volume.
Oh shit.
From both of us, or is that everybody? Are we good now? Or
check.
I just don't know. I spotted it now. Sorry to throw a wrench in that. But also, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, whoever is the guy that invented the idea of just feeding the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park like a goat on a chain or a cow on a chain, like what great movie imagery like that. Like yeah. I love that every time you watch it and then the goat gets chomped. I'm a big goat guy, so I know.
Throwing like cuts of salami in there or something like that.
If you had to feed the T-Rex with like cuts of salami, you'd have to get one of those like money guns, but with salami just to feed him enough.
Yeah.
Constant cold cuts.
Oh,
all right.
Man.
I got another very important one here for you.
Let's
Okay. At Anthony Lanuzzi says, so my girlfriend and I have a very happy and healthy relationship, but this morning she delivered some horrible news. She reheats soup on a stove as opposed to a microwave. It takes up so much more time and it cooks the soup beyond what's necessary. Plus you run the risk of losing or even burning some of the soup at the bottom of the pot. What should I do? Wait and see if she changes her soup wasting ways or just break it off now before entire bowls worth are lost?
Listen, usually we have very strong food opinions. I got no opinion on Soupgate. I'll tell you, nothing shakes any anger loose for me. You can heat up soup however you want. That's not one where I'm like, what the hell?
Listen, I'm dying on this hill. People overuse their stove. You don't need to overuse this fucking stove. What do you want? Hot soup? You already think you got some goddamn 5-star dining? No, I guarantee you're reheating a bowl of Campbell's Progresso that you didn't finish at lunch, Debbie. Just put it in the goddamn microwave. Put it in a Pyrex bowl. Put it in there for a minute and a half. Get over yourself. Soup pan, get out of here.
I'm going to grab one from the chat here. Let's see. Cody P. Rogers said, Eddie, you signed my knees in Irvine and the dang shower took my potential tattoo away. Can you send me a replacement knee? No, I cannot, Cody. But if you're at the next, when the pandemic's over, the next event, I will absolutely sign your knee again if you're going to get it tattooed.
Dude, you can use this. Look at right here.
Dude, how do you feel? It
functions like a knee.
How have you gotten? Because I know there's less of like more of a symbol for your channel, you know. Because like I got the yikes thing. You've gotten some tattoos sent to you though, right?
I have gotten some tattoos sent to me. The best ones are when it's like a reference to a video where it could stand on its own.
Right.
Like I'm thinking 5, 10, 20 years ahead, you know? Right, somebody's got Pillow Guy on their chest. It's like, what are you going to explain to people?
Wait, is that a thing or are you just saying that as an example?
That is please don't anybody do that.
Okay,
do not put fucking Pillow Guy on your chest.
Like if that happened, dude.
Yeah, hard pass on that one. But like I had like somebody come up to me at a live show that said, hey, I just got this ink done this week. And like it was a small, like thin tattoo of like the briefcase with the tape deck in it from like the first My Yard. And it's that's cool. Because it's like it's a cool reference and it just looks like a cool like set of cassettes right there, you know?
Yeah. It's weird. It's like I would always see, you know, when we watch before, people have like what they felt about people getting tattoos. I think I think it's cool, but there is an odd feeling where it's like there's something that a concept I came up with that is permanently on somebody's body now, and they have to go through trouble and pain to take it away.
Like, and especially knowing the behind the scenes, it's like I know I came up with this idea when I was like drinking warm beer and like just like pissing away at a video game, like, wouldn't it be funny if I did that? And then someone put it on their body forever. You're like, don't, that scares me. Like, if you want to do it, I'm flattered. I'm not a tattoo person myself. So I personally like, it's not even in my head to even be thinking, what would I tattoo on myself? So it's just like, it doesn't make me go, ugh, but I'm just like, that ain't for me, but I'm flattered. Thanks for putting that on your body.
All right, you want to hit up another
the audience? Oh yeah, first of all, in chat here, the audience wants you to say pickle to prove this is live. This is live.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, did they didn't believe us?
Oh yeah, this is just we're flippantly responding. This is all pre-recorded. Eddie, let's just pick up page 25.
That's why I'm seeing. Oh wait, we're flipping to page 25. I thought we were on 23. I thought that was the whole.
Yeah, it's right after the third poop joke.
Okay. 40 foot tall. Wait, I was too back. That's Gano, Max Guy.
Yep, Max Guy.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, that's why I'm seeing some of the, because I think the questions we got on the right are directly the chat that's watching right now.
Let's do it.
So if you could pitch a show to Adult Swim, wait, this is from Big Gay Energy _. If you could pitch a show to Adult Swim, what would be the premise? Oh, I don't know.
Well, I do have an actual show that I am pitching to Adult Swim, so I won't tell that.
Weird pitch stuff, yeah. If we're talking, I mean, dude, I don't really know. That's one where I actually don't want to reveal.
That's one where it's
really
like, well, I could
question.
tell you. Yeah, it's a great question. It's just like, thanks for asking. That I have something in the back of my mind. I'm sure Eddie does as well.
Yeah.
And
so let's say I would pitch. I'd get in a time machine and I'd pitch Rick and Morty a day before Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon did their pitch to Adult Swim.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then you're even doing Justin Roiland's voice. I don't know. Like just clearly trying to do his voice and stuff.
And it's already in a video on YouTube, the concept of it. And I'll just be like, hey, man, came to me in a dream. I don't really know what to tell you.
Just whatever. My only stipulation is I'm changing it to Richie and Michael the guy. just so it's kind of close, but a little bit off too.
I don't know. Richie?
Come on, Michael the guy.
Richie.
Pickle Richie. All right. Here's what we got. I got another one on the chat here. Dylan Malay said, who is a dream guest you would want to join the podcast in the future, either in this online format or in person when it is safe to do so?
So I think we used to always say kind of our nervous one that would freak us out would be Chappelle. But I recently saw in a comment, which somebody was right for, I think the absolute dream guest for me and you, like meeting for exactly who we'd want, is Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, I knew
Conan would be the absolute number one best guest we could ever have on the podcast. And I don't know how I would just be like, I love you thoughts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I would love, dude. That'd be insane if we got to talk to Conan.
That'd be good. Or Andy too. I
Yeah, no,
absolutely
I
fucking
love
love Andy. He's
Andy.
so goddamn hilarious.
Other dream guests, if we're talking just like non-YouTube people, obviously like John Mulaney, I would love to have on. These
That'd be
are
awesome.
major guests that will never come on our show. But if we're talking dream guests, Jack
Yeah.
Black is one we want.
Mhm.
Because Jablinski looks fucking awesome, and so he does do YouTube stuff. That would be awesome.
I would like this is I in a similar intimidation vein, like this is different from the Chappelle thing because I feel intimidated if for any reason Chappelle would be on because it's like no matter how nice he would, I would know he wouldn't give a fuck about us or the program, and I
Same thing
wouldn't
with
blame
Larry
him
David.
for yep, exactly.
It's I
like
know both of
don't
them
blame
would-
me for a second.
Yeah, both of them would be like, I'm just here for this YouTube thing. And I feel like a lot of other ones, a lot of the other dream guests we said would think that, but I would be more intimidated by the thoughts of those two men. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. And it's like we hold them in such enormous regard, and they are such clever people too. In a similar or in the similar sense where that I'd be intimidated, but for different reasons. It would be cool to have like the Trailer Park Boys on. Would be fucking rad. But I would feel intimidated because it's like I'm a big fan of all their. And typically when they do these performance or like guests and stuff, they're typically in performance mode as their characters and stuff, you know?
Okay.
So it's like, I would be like, I don't want to like wreck a bit and I don't know how much is too much. And you know, like it's just a lot of overthinking on it, but
also any of the Always Sunny cast, we would love to. That's,
oh yeah.
That's just a couple of dream people. I'm sure later I'll be like, I forgot.
Yeah. Oh no,
T-Pain,
my uncle. T-Pain would be good. Yeah.
That would be great.
That would be awesome. Yeah. All right, I got one here. At Dan Boy 97 asks, cartoon crushes from when you were a kid? I always had a crush on Poison Ivy from Batman the Animated Series.
Understood. I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Sandy Cheeks for one. When in the episode where she's hibernating, she's
I think that the classic for our age group is Lola Bunny. Did a lot for a lot of people.
Lola Bunny did do some action. That's very true.
But yeah, I don't know.
The Archibald Asparagus from VeggieTales always had that kind of sexy dominatrix kind of.
I think so. I agree.
You know, I get it every time.
I think they had an episode about that actually. It was really in depth.
They did. It was just Larry the Cucumber trying to spar Archibald's advances in the kitchen for like 45 minutes straight, and he's trying to give a lesson about God or some shit. All right. Anyway, here's another one from the live chat here. McKenna asks, instead of just getting dressed normally, my brother will just put a shirt over the one he slept in.
Hold on.
This goes further. This often leads to him wearing 2 to 3 shirts at once. He insists it's normal, but I disagree. Who's right?
How do people do this, man? Like, I don't.
Does he think he's just molting overnight? Like, you got to take the last one off. You can't just keep adding layers, guy.
He's doing like the t-shirt challenge, like the layer challenge.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I hear that stuff and it's like, but doesn't your human body get uncomfortable? Like,
I would assume so.
I hear that and it's like, what wires are crossed where that doesn't feel weird? Do you know what I mean? Like
I don't
that.
understand it.
I feel like okay, let's say you drop your phone on the ground. You got 3 layers of shirts for the bend. It's not stopping you, but it's uncomfortable for sure.
Yeah, you start getting claustrophobic at that point, you know? Yeah. Like, you ever see that video of that girl that's got like 100 t-shirts on and she's like hyperventilating? Like, I'd probably do that same shit. That would freak me out.
I get freaked out seeing that video of Ethan Klein on the scooter in like 100 shirts. It's just like the thought of having to be cut out of that is insane.
She just comes into his sister's room every month. McKenna, can you get the skill saw?
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about earlier not having a shirt under our sweatshirt, and we're talking about 3 stacked shirts at once. We're talking about a beefy triple layer t-shirt. There's no way.
No
not
question.
A chance.
Not even a damn chance. All right, got another chat question here right now. Click. Here we are down here. Oh, sorry, I lost it. Here we go. The Dylan Malay one. Did you see that one?
No, I think you read that one.
Oh, I think you might have asked another one in here.
Oh, is it not the Dream Podcast guest one?
Oh, no, it's not that one.
Okay, ask it again. Let's hear.
Dylan.
Not again. Let's hear the new one.
My man, Dylan. What's up? Can you tell me about your most embarrassing pubescent moment in high school?
Huh.
I got one of those, if I may field it. I don't
Yeah,
know if
go for it.
Eddie's always been the peak of cool, so I don't know if he even has any, but I've got several.
Yeah, I just kind of snapped my fingers and I went from being 9 to 20, so that was pretty cool.
His penis grew 10 inches that day, like the Grinch's heart.
I had the Grinch like the like X-ray screen. Oh, all right. What's your story?
Like the entire school sees it, and
they're like, "Well, why do you pull up an X-ray? You don't need an X-ray for that."
Yeah, wait. Also, he's 21 now. Like, is he not in our class anymore? I'm dating him. I'm 14. What?
I'm gonna go do calculus. So
yeah, I'm gonna wipe the floor with you nerds now. Anyway, I remember probably just the most pinnacle of just kind of lame, kind of school dancey shit. We used to have this thing. It wasn't high school, but it was in 8th grade. 7th and 8th grade, we had this thing called Fun Night, and it's just like the dummy training wheels dance version of like a high school dance. And like, I wasn't even like really pursuing girls when I was in 8th grade. Like I wasn't really there yet. Like I didn't have a girlfriend yet and shit. And but it just was that Fun Night, and I had just, because I was still in middle school technically.
Right.
I had played like 2 straight hours of like dodgeball in jeans and like a button up, Abercrombie and Fitch shirt,
Yeah, by the way, whenever there's like a dance night when you're like from 6th grade to like 8th grade, why were they always like, you can dance and there's also basketball and dodgeball? What was that all about?
Didn't want to feel left out. The cool thing was, though, for the Fun Nights is they'd let you into the computer lab and they would lift the parental blocker so you could play game websites.
Whoa.
So that was pretty rad. But anyway, it was like I was drenched in sweat. I was greasy, lanky Gus. And a couple friends of this girl that had a crush on me came up and were just like, hey, this person, like, they really like you. You should dance with her and stuff. And I was like, I don't know, guys. My hair's all dripping with sweat and my body's all dripping with sweat. And they were like, here, I got a ball cap. Put this ball cap on. I've got some Axe dark chocolate. We'll just spray it all over you.
And it was just
whoosh.
We have to acknowledge, even though it smells terrible, respect to Axe dark chocolate for being the smell of a generation.
It was.
It
was like the classy mode. Like
it
Axe
truly was.
Axe was starting to get that little like make fun of it, and they're like, "Fuck you, dark chocolate."
Yep, dark chocolate Axe is probably one of the worst things ever, but God did it fuel us and make us not smell like BO at least for years. But that's true. You got the dark chocolate on, which that spray, dude, I'd spray that on me and I'd still put deodorant on, but like what was I doing?
Yeah. What was that? Exactly.
I would fucking.
It was unreal. And he was spraying like a raid.
And then I'd walk through.
Yeah, dude, you gotta do it. You do the little double pits of chesty over there. Excuse me.
Yeah, I remember they added that. Also, can I say too, for Axe, their ad campaign when we were younger, and I know this will resonate with you as well. When we were going through puberty, the only men that were on TV were just these hairless, like Greek gods, and there was just no hair at all. And the second I got hair, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And it seems like we're in a resurgence where hairy guys are kind of okay again. Yeah. And I'm going to say it. We're at the forefront of that movement.
Good.
We're there.
Yes.
And because I would see those guys and I'd be like, dude, I'm screwed. I'm got some of my hair follicles have 2 hairs coming out of them,
doubling up already.
Yeah. It's like my arms are hairy. My face was becoming hairy. I was panicked and it ended up working out.
Damn choir here. Yeah, guy.
I'm good. I trim mine down because mine gets out of control.
I hit puberty so ridiculously early that I literally started having armpit hair and a single like happy trail down from my belly button. It was very thin, but it was clearly like, like chest hair when I was in 4th grade.
Oh man.
4th grade. You know how mortified I was when you'd have to go like shirts and skins in basketball? Because like I was just like in my head, just like, oh, people are gonna see just the fact that it was there, and even like kids that probably
to it kind of probably.
Exactly, and even like kids that probably weren't even intending to say mean stuff. Like I was in fucking 4th grade, and it's like we go shirts and skins, and one of the kids on the team would be like, "Do you have belly hair?" And I was like, "Yeah." and it would just destroy me. Like, I was like,
Dude,
I didn't know.
well,
I just got fast-tracked.
That's what I didn't understand either with and I'm not that everyone has an understanding in puberty though. So 5th grade for me, I didn't. So obviously now I have become this male body, right? I am not a thin guy. I've got tree trunk legs. You know what I mean? Like, this is just who I've become. I mean, I'm very happy in it. But when you're in 5th grade and you're a really skinny kid and your stomach takes that step first and you're just like, what is happening to me? And my diet didn't change. And then I just started getting bigger and I was like, what is going on? And I remember asking my mom, she's just like, it's puberty. And I didn't know I was headed to this, which I'm fine with, but it's just like, it's insane where it's just like, I remember that panic of being like, my body is out of control. I don't know what to do.
I remember, and now it's like, it's funny now, but at the time, it's like kind of like a what the fuck were you thinking mom thing, where I was probably in like 5th grade and I hit kind of a chubby stretch too, where like in my mind, I just was like, I had a bit of a gut and stuff. Like I was not as filled out and stuff. And nobody really like said anything. I just felt kind of self-conscious about it. But I remember I was at my grandma's house one time, and my mom was just like, yeah, you know, was referring to me, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, Gus, like, you're kind of chubby. And I had never heard anybody say this. And my mom said it. And in my brain at the time, it was like such a cardinal sin. Like, I was in 5th grade. I started crying. I was like, you can't say that. Are you fucking stupid? Like, dude, that's against the rules.
Yeah, I remember I was on vacation with like my extended family and like family friends, and one of our family friends called out the fact that I was the chubbier twin in front of a lot of people, and I was just like,
nope. You,
dude, years of damage that did.
You don't forget that kind of stuff, dude. You don't forget it. It was just so stupid. Looking at my little chat boys over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You seen? I'm gonna go up. You want to check recent? I'll go up.
Seen, Andy said, "What founding father would be the easiest to take on in one-on-one fight and the hardest? All of them would be easy because they are dead. I would just have to punch down."
So this is non-Romney edition, correct?
So it's founding fathers.
Okay,
so definitely no Mitt Romney.
Okay, just have to ask. You know, we're getting into politics.
When it said founding fathers, you wanted to clarify if Mitt Romney was in the play there.
I just didn't know.
Republican nominee for president.
Well, it's just like they didn't say, like, Brown Moment 28 didn't say. I mean, whoever the fuck said
Andy.
that, Andy's didn't say that. Sorry, Andy, love you. They didn't say the time limit, so I just figured like maybe it ends like, you know, right after November 2012. I didn't know, so I was just clarifying.
You think the country was founded from 1776 to 2012, and then we're like, okay, let's start the country now that Mitt Romney is not the president.
Yeah, because we're like, it's been long enough.
Fair.
God, long enough.
That's fair.
Not that I would have voted for him. I wouldn't have. I just was asking.
You're just asking because for people who are unaware, Gus thinks that 2012 Mitt Romney is hotter than 2012 Obama, which is just wrong.
This is accurate. This is just accurate. And I'm saying Obama is hot too. 2012 Obama was hot, but 2012 Romney was just a little bit hotter than him.
I can't. I will die.
Completely apolitical. Would have voted for Obama.
Who do you think is hotter right now?
Right now, Romney still? I mean, you got to ask me. What? Let me see some pictures.
Dude.
All right. Mitt Romney.
This is still ridiculous.
He ages like a damn fine Merlot
He ages
wine.
Like milk, like Mormon milk.
More like Mitt, a damn griffin of beauty in this political landscape. Again, this is completely apolitical. I really disagree on some major party platform issues. The dude is just a looker, arguably. Dude, look at this guy. He's a fucking silver fox. How old is he right now? If you show me that picture and then you said, hey, Gus, guy in your hometown division, how old do you think this person is? I would say 47.
You can't tell me that he looks younger than Obama right now, though.
What? He totally looks younger than Obama right now.
Dude, you got to see some video of Mitt Romney talking and some video of Obama talking.
All right, How old is Mitt Romney, by the way, here? Mitt Romney, click. Mitt Romney is, give me some age here. Dude, he's 73? Oh, fountain of eternal youth.
I'm not surprised by that age. I don't know.
I'm shocked.
Dude, I think somebody told the 40-foot lie to you about Mitt Romney being hot, and you see a different Mitt Romney than the rest of us see.
What are you talking about? He is arguably handsome as hell. The thing is, I'm looking at Obama 2020, still mega handsome. But Romney still just barely got him beat, dude.
I don't agree at all.
Oh, man, look at these two gentlemen that just look very handsome, though. Like we can both
I will
argue.
say, we have not had such an attractive presidential run since 2012.
Oh, no
we
question.
Didn't know what we had.
We spent all their attractiveness bucks on that election.
We didn't even know. We didn't even realize what was going on.
Yeah, we were like, you guys don't realize how good this got. This won't happen for another 100 years.
We were like 14, 15, 16, and adults like, hey, appreciate this now. You won't have this hot of presidential candidates ever again.
Exactly. Who else even ran in 2012? I don't remember.
Doesn't
matter. We had top two lookers on top there. Yo, I just saw a picture of Mitt Romney from like the 90s. Oh my God. He looks like a sitcom dad. He comes on screen, you know, everything's going to work out for the main characters in this scene.
He calls out. Wait, so he's self-aware? He talks to the audience?
Yeah,
hey guys, before you watch the scene, everything's going to work out in this scene. Anyways, I'm out of here.
He turns around. He's got a pair of like Levi's jeans on. He just turns around and waddles away.
Of course, his shirt would be tucked in too, like way too much.
Every single scene, he wears the same like brick red button-up checkered shirt.
You got any more Twitter questions?
Yeah. Here I go. I got one here. Let me look at my little drafts thing again. I mean, screenshots, not drafts. See, you can see the screenshots. We're not cheating. All right. At John J. Yeah, Curtis's warped faces on my phone.
I don't get why Android does that, why it keeps faces around when you're on other apps. I don't understand the benefit.
The floaty bubble over here?
Yeah, because you could just go to the app anyways. And so why do I need a floaty face?
I actually love that because it overlays over my other apps and it like doesn't pause video and it like keeps, if I'm typing in another area, it keeps that.
Just to have it there because then I could just swipe up and change back to the app that I was on.
Maybe, but I'm cooking at such a fast speed, Eddie. I don't have time to slow down. Okay?
This is the beauty of the podcast. It's like, you know, it's the yin and the yang. We disagree on things.
You know, the Barack and the Mitt. It's just these things happen, man.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I get to be Barack and you're the
Mitt
in
that statement, I am also now regretting that I am not Barack. I don't want to be Mitt of the podcast. If I can just be
Gus Johnson,
Mitt of the podcast,
the Mitt
physical
Romney
looks.
of the podcast.
Physical looks edition. All right. John J. Wallaby goes, my family gives me crap for liking corn on the cob, but not off the cob. Am I the weird one?
No, actually, no.
Yeah.
I'm in support of you. You don't have to like corn off the cob, and that's okay.
That's okay, dude. I have similar weird food like that where I love fresh broccoli. You couldn't pay me to eat steamed broccoli. Gag me with a spoon. That stuff is horrible. I don't like it.
I can't like that's one thing I totally understand too, where it's like corn on the cob is different. You're biting it off, you know, it's cooked different. You got some butter and some salt. Mm-hmm. Taking the corn off is a whole different game. That's a whole different texture in your mouth by the way you're eating it. That's exactly. Like spoon or fork and just the softness.
Ugh, honestly.
No, get out of here.
Get out of here. Out of here. At Kenny Cranberry says, I have a cousin who puts empty cans back into the cooler instead of throwing them away. Please tell them how much of a psycho they are.
Oh, like wait, we're talking about like we're talking about an actual cooler, not like a fridge, right?
I would assume so. Like you're on a camping
trip. So they're getting like
or
water and ice in it too. What the? So they just toss it on top of where everyone else has to grab in?
What is wrong with this person?
I don't.
It makes it worse for that person too, because they have to go back and sift through garbage to get another drink.
The thing is, I feel like I was raised in such a Curb Your Enthusiasm, like Seinfeld mindset, and I believe you were too.
Yes.
Where I wonder how somebody's habit like this starts. Like, we were roommates for 2 years. We don't have those things where I'm never like, hey guys, so Gus like throws pudding at the wall. Is that normal?
Dude, I was just gonna use a pudding analogy. That was really creepy.
Dude, knock it.
Okay, this guy right here. Okay. I see you. Avatar,
I see you too. No, I see you too. We've got webcams on. I see you.
I had to smell what scented candle this was. Sorry.
That's all right. No, that's okay.
There's Mediterranean figs, so
Dude, it'll just be great. I'll say too, having to do with like live shows, but even VidCon next year is just like actually seeing people again. Oh
oh dude,
man.
yeah.
Because it's gonna be the first thing that like everybody's at again, you know?
That's true.
I'm just saying. I love it.
I can't wait to just go out onto the display floor and then just create a huge problem logistically for the whole VidCon staff
Yeah,
and just make a scene. That would
my
be
question for the VidCon staff is can they like so they tie up like our individually like all of our limbs and they just hang me and you on the convention floor.
yeah,
And we're like what are
Spider-Man.
the Muppets? The Muppets names the is it
Oh,
Statler and
Statler and
Waldorf?
Waldorf. Yep.
Yeah, we're them for VidCon. Where we're like that shirt with those pants, ah, ha, 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 ha. And then we're just like hanging there. You could just throw food up at us, splash water.
We'll keep my mouth open. So the thing is, one of us will have our mouths open at a time, and the other will be heckling. So that way, I can receive food while Eddie is like doing the work here, and then when Eddie's done, I will just baby bird shoot some.
Yeah, I got a better idea too. Wait, did your mic unplug? I didn't hear you for a second. I think it did. Okay, he's got the same 1 sec. We're just waiting here. He hit me with another 1 sec, which is great. Dude, that's two of them. Okay, that's great. I love that.
Check. Can you hear me right now?
Yep, you're good. What I was gonna say
Yes,
is with the
dumb
food,
baby microphone.
we got our good old pal William Osmond, right? Will
Yes.
uses a potato cannon, puts a bunch of like loose nutrients in there, like I don't know, like
Loose
corn and-
nutrient.
I'm talking about like you just kind of grab like little bits of food that'll work, just like kind of a whole mesh, like not a fruit
I
salad,
hate
just
that
like a
phrase.
nutrient salad. And then he stuffs it down with, you know, when they have the potato cans, they have those like poles to stuff it down. And then he just one of us, you're heckling, and then while your mouth is open for heckling, poof, nutrients right in your mouth.
Again, I hate the phrase loose nutrients. What are we like? What is that? Just like compost pile? Or
No,
decobbed
it's like you
corn
just
or
find
whatever?
some nutrient heavy foods and you just sprinkle them in.
Just
Put
like
little bits of
almonds and,
strawberry,
like,
corn,
yeast.
almonds
Yeah.
out of a fucking potato cannon. I'm
Almonds
like-
and yeast.
just like, oh god.
Oh, you're knocking out full teeth.
Are these unsalted?
Ugh, yeah, that's the worst part. You're missing teeth. Oh, honey roasted. All right, click. I've got one here for you, Eddie. You ready?
Yep.
At Tummy Oliver said, "What is the worst thing you've accidentally spilled inside of your car?" Love the podcast, boys.
One time I remember this isn't my car, but I was in elementary school and I had to go to the eye doctor frequently. I had pretty bad eyes when I was a kid. I was cross-eyed and I needed bifocals as well. And so my eyes have been since corrected to a degree since I was a child, but I had to go to the eye doctor all the time. So I was getting out of school early for an eye doctor appointment, but it was also one of my friend's birthdays. He gave out this really big cupcake with a ton of sprinkles on it, like way too much. And my dad usually allowed no food in the car, but I walked up and I said, "Dad, I can throw out this cupcake or I could bring it in. I won't eat it in the car, but I'll eat it later." And he said, "Yeah, that's totally fine." And I stepped into the car, and my first step, I tripped, and the whole cupcake went frosting down, and the sprinkles went poof, and just spread across the car. And I remember my dad being a real sport about it, but just being like, "Oh, I'm dumb." Like, I think I was in like second grade, but I remember thinking like, that was stupid. Like what I just did was a dumb thing.
Oh, man, that's heartbreak too, right there, dude. A full cupcake like that.
Yeah.
Man. I remember when I was a young kid, every summer we would dread this day because it would hit us out of nowhere when we were kids. This is the least relatable thing ever. It's going to be very Johnson-esque. My mom would just wake us up and be like, "Hey, everybody get up. It's strawberry day." And we're like, "Fucking hell, dude." And we would go to this strawberry farm. Like, inherently it sounds pleasant, but we'd go to this nice, beautiful strawberry farm that was like an hour and a half away from our house, and we would spend the entire day out in these fields. They would give us pallets, and we would just be on our hands and knees picking strawberries, all the Johnson kids and stuff with my mom. And it sucked because you're a kid and it's a summer day, and mom never gave us a heads up. It's just like, it's strawberry day. And we'd go, and it would be like hours in the sun of just picking strawberries on the ground and stuff. Like they section off part of the path and then you have to go and just pick through it. And I remember one time we were coming back from the strawberry place because my mom legit gets like the year's worth of strawberries at one time, like pounds and pounds of
And it
these
just
things.
freezes them.
It freezes them all. Yeah, and that's the worst part is then the next day you have to wash them all, take the cores off, and put them in like old Jif peanut butter like jugs and shit, and she'd keep them in the freezer. That noise. But one time we had all these pallets precariously stacked in the car, and we were driving home, and like my mom had to slam on the brakes, and we just had thousands of fresh picked strawberries poof, just go everywhere in the car.
Oh no.
And we had to just pick these stupid things out of the seats and on the floor. And like, luckily it wasn't like my personal car. I was a dumb idiot baby kid. But like I had to pick these. I just was picking strawberries all day and I had to pick them out of this damn Ford Expedition.
Did you keep them and wash them off?
Oh, yeah, of course we did. Mama
That's
Johnson, I mean, hell, it could be squished in the pavement. She'd go, ooh, scrape that off. You know?
Well, we have a strawberry mold. We'll put
yeah, we'll reform it. She's giving like CPR to the strawberry. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I think we got time for, I think, one or two more here.
I'd say one last question. Yeah.
All right. We got one that's, this is perfect, Eddie. At Pregunta account.
Whoa, okay. Smart.
At Pregunta account asks, as non-real estate professionals, what advice would you give to somebody trying to get into the real estate business? That's a great question. Thank you.
Dude, trying to get into the real estate business. I don't
make sure when you have an open house, have lots of cookies out there.
Yes.
And don't have them be like plain sugar cookies without frosting. Nobody wants those. The kind with the like crystallized sprinkles. That's kind of just like a double strikeout. Don't put those out.
Yeah, not that at all.
Don't do that.
I think maybe you could definitely show the houses when people want you to. That's one thing that's really important. So if they say, "Hey, I want to buy a house," you take them to houses that are also for sale. And so you show and you ask them like, "Hey, do you want a toilet?" And they go, "Yeah, I would love that." And then you show them only houses with like toilets. So that's pretty much kind of the benchmark, what you need to do as a real estate agent. So Gus, I'll be the real estate agent. You be my client. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. I was confused with that toilet thing. So I'm excited to see how this shapes out. Okay.
Hey, welcome to Eddie Burback's real estate. You looking for a house?
Yep, I'm just looking for like a standard kind of townhouse.
Standard townhouse. What kind of neighborhood?
Just like, something chill, something with a school close by.
Downtown? Do you say in downtown, close to the beach?
I wasn't saying either of those things.
Cool. So I'm gonna just jot down downtown and close to the beach. We're looking at high-rise apartments around like Michigan Avenue. Is that all right? Like near Navy Pier?
Sorry, I'm kind of a slow talker, so you have to excuse me. Not only did I not want downtown or by the beach, but now we're talking Michigan Ave high-rise apartment. That's kind of an 0 for 4 on my qualifications.
So I'm thinking so who's going to stay at the place?
I will, and my family will be there.
How big is your family?
We're pretty, it's me and my wife and like a kid and a dog.
Okay. Can I have a name?
Gus, I guess.
Okay. A little narcissistic. Name your kid after yourself.
What? No.
But anyways,
my
studio apartment in a high-rise apartment.
I don't want that. No, I don't want either.
Overlooking the Bean. Is that what? So that would be, I think, the perfect. There's great schools in the Bean.
So you've said the beach. Now you're saying the Bean. Is this just kind of like word association?
So
or like I don't want either
all
of those
close.
things.
They're closest.
Those aren't close at all, dude.
They're pretty close. You'd be surprised.
Okay.
So we're actually so I'm seeing maybe 50-yard line at Soldier Field. Is that 15-bedroom apartment? 3 bathrooms. 1 toilet.
Is this a fucking like movie pitch? 3 bathrooms, 1 toilet. All right, that's the podcast.
Right. That's our only live podcast ever, and it was actually really exciting and cool to do, and we didn't mess up. Which is awesome.
Look at that, we did it. Thank you everybody for watching us and supporting us. We hope to see you in real life or even on our own podcast channel when all this shit's done.
And also, I wanted to add that you can continue a discussion on VidCon's official Discord. And so I guess that's it for your boys.
Absolutely. Stick around. I think there's more content from some other good people here. Bye, everybody. Love you.
Goodbye.